11 o'clock at night. I had hoped to do a video hoping to talk about Burnley's latest exciting signings, but it hasn't turned out that way, has it? It's been fucking crap, hasn't it? What's going on, everybody? It's JB here. Just with a quick video reviewing Burnley's transfer deadline day, or possible lack of quality signs today. Absolutely disgraceful. Another failure from Dyche and the board to get anybody in that's got quality talent. We did sign one player though, a player we didn't really fucking need, really. Naki Wells, Bradford City, Bournemouth, Bradford City and Huddersfield player. We've signed him for a paltry £5 million. We did not need another fucking striker. What is it with Dyche and strikers? I think we've enough with the four we already had. In Walters, not my cup of tea, but we've got him now, and I think he'll do okay. Barnes and Vokes, we know what we're going to get out of them too. And Chris Wood, who's actually, to be fair, has started really well with that equaliser at Tottenham. I don't think we needed another striker. I would have been happy with two players coming into the club today. One of them a centre back to give Tarkowski and Mia run for their money. Or for, obviously, and also it would have been good for cover as well. And a pacey winger. Neither of those came. What have they been playing at? We've let a lot of players this window slip through the net. Rodriguez, one of them. Will Hughes could have been another one. We had opportunities to sign Craig Dawson. We had good opportunities to sign quality players throughout the next 2 months. And the board and Dyche have completely and utterly ballsed it all up. Yes, we've signed some good players, granted. I don't expect 50% of people to agree with what I'm saying here. It's only a quick 6-minute video because I'm pig sick of talking about all this shit. We signed some good players. We signed Taylor, we signed Cork, we've signed Wood. So we've signed some good players. We've signed some decent players, but a majority of which have just been crap. No disrespect to John Walters, no disrespect to Adam Ledgkins, no disrespect to Naki Wells, even though I did rate him very high when he was at Bradford, but he was a League One player in those days. Why we signed him? It just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Phil Bardsley, another one. Just doesn't make no sense to me why we're buying these players. It's been apart from the Cork, Taylor and Wood signings and probably one or two others, I can't remember what's what. Been an absolute fucking shambles. I had high hopes for Burnley this season in the transfer market. I'll be honest with you. People say, "Well, you're unrealistic, you're being negative and all that shit." I think I told you this 3 or 4 weeks ago, but people gave me the bird. You all give bloody Chris Whiteman the bloody bird the other day, because of the board's reluctance. This is stupid. Why are we not spending money? It's fucked me off, quite honestly. You go into these to the deadline day thinking, well, we still might do some business. And to only sign one fucking crap player from the Championship in Naki Wells is a total fucking joke. What have Dyche and the fucking board and the representatives of the football club been fucking playing at today? It's been a fucking disgrace, I have to be honest with you. Not the transfer window I really wanted, to be quite honest, apart from, obviously, if you put aside the signings of Cork, Taylor and Wood into the equation, the whole transfer policy has been an absolute shambles. It's been a shambles all the way around, from board level to managerial level to director of football level to the scouting recruitment. The recruitment's been an absolute shocking. We've been in for so many players, it's unbelievable. And here we are, at the time of recording, it's nearly 20 past 11 at night. I don't know why I bothered staying up, quite frankly. Now, we've got a good team at Burnley. We had some good existing players. But why isn't the key money being spent? Why hasn't the grey money been spent? We haven't replaced Michael Keane. Now, Tarkowski, to be fair, given his fair dues, he's had a good start to the season. And Ben Mee also has done well. They've done well together as a back two. In fact, Tarkowski had a good match on Sunday. We'll give him that, all that, you know what I mean. But we needed another centre back. Not to take Tarkowski out, but to give him we needed defensive cover. Dash has not solved the problem. He has not fucking solved the problem. And that is a big, big mistake. And I hope and pray that neither Tarkowski or me get injured, because seriously, we will be fucked. Good and proper. Who have we got to come in? Fucking Kevin Long, who's an absolute liability, as he's proved for the last few weeks, right? You know, I just can't get my head around it. We haven't signed a proper pacey winger. Where's the pacey winger going to come from? He's been too busy trying to sign fucking has-been and underrated strikers. Overrated fucking strikers. Chris Wood, though, has been an exception out of the strike force. I think he's a good signing. So is Jack Cork. And so is, what's his name, Taylor. Those three, good signings. The rest of them, fucking crap. And you can all sugarcoat this however way you want. The harsh reality is, those three players I mentioned aside, the transfer window has just been a lot of bullshit. And I would like to know what Dyche has been doing, what Garlick and his fucking penny pinching Jeff Boycott boards have been up to. Because quite frankly, if they claim to be Burnley fans and they've got the club at heart, why aren't they fucking being ambitious? I'm not asking to spend a lot of money. Obviously, we can't put the club's future at risk. I get all that. So before start preaching me about we can't want to do a Blackburn Rovers and this, and this, I don't want that to happen. I don't want us to go down the same road as Blackpool or whatever, or Leeds United. Clearly, I don't. I love the club too much for that to happen. We should be, and I think ourselves lucky that we are a Premier League club. But the bottom line is, guys, this is not good enough. We're into the second year as a Premier League club since being promoted last time out in the Championship as champions. And yet, it's just, I always said this window, I'm not going to bother now. I mean, we can't sign anyone till January. The loan market's closed. So what's the fucking point? If I was to rate this window out of 10 for Burnley, I would say, and I'm probably going to be a bit kind here, I'd give it 5.5 out of 10. I mean, the reason why they're getting 5.5 is because of the three quality players that they brought in. Taylor from Leeds, I think he's a quality signing. I think Jack Cork, we know about Jack Cork. He's a magnificent player. We've had him on board a couple of times before, and I thought he was a good inspired signing. And obviously Chris Wood, I think, will also be very good as well. But the rest of them, your Walters, your Redskins, your Bardsleys, and etc., Naki Wells, shit. All a lot of fucking shit. I know we're Burnley, not Barcelona. I don't expect Lionel Messi to walk through the door and all that crap, but I think we could have done an awful lot better. I'm bitterly disappointed, really, but there you go. That's my verdict. Three good players through the door, but we could have done an awful lot better. And I think Garlick and Dyche need. I tell you what, if we're still staying up in January, I mean, fair enough, we've had a good start to the season. I mean, I'll say that because we've, Dyche tactically is a tactician masterstroke. You know what I mean? He makes tactical masterstrokes, Dyche, during a game. You know what I mean? He pulled off some good tactical masterstrokes away from home so far, winning at Chelsea and drawing at Tottenham. Great results, but trying to recruit players is he's absolutely crap. I just think the Naki Wells deal just reminds me a bit of Marvin Soldell. I think that's a panic buy. I really do. And it was a signing really, in reality, we didn't really need because we've got 4 strikers, whether we like them or not. We've got Wood, we've got Bogues, we've got Barnes, and we've finally got Walters. So why do we need a 5th striker? It's ridiculous, but there you go. I just can't fathom it out. But there you go. That's my opinion. And that's all I've got to say on the window. What a damn script of a day that's been. Just £5 million spent. Just proves the fucking board of fucking cheapskates, aren't they? Fucking skinflings. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, on to some happier things. Just some heads up to bring you up to speed with. Firstly, we've got England against Malta tomorrow night. We'll have full commentary from about 20 to 8. Kick off about quarter to 8. So you'll be able to hear that on the YouTube channel. Also, we are planning. LTF will be back as usual in a couple of weeks because obviously Chris is not available at the moment for reasons we won't go into. Also in the next few weeks, I'm hoping to set up a live podcast on YouTube with a few Burnley fans. Now, if you'd like to take part in the stream, which it'll be a podcast, you'll probably see my ugly mug, but you'll hear voices. But if you're a Burnley fan on here and you know me, or you subscribe to my channel and you'd like to take part, or send me an email asking questions for the podcast or Q&A or whatever, drop me a line at my Twitter address, which is at Stutzy83, and we'll consider it. We'll consider options for the podcast. It's still a good 2 weeks down the line. We need to experiment with Skype first and see how the sound goes and everything else. But we are hoping to get a live podcast out in the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks, discussing all things Burnley. So we want to hear from Burnley fans, young Burnley fans, old, middle-aged Burnley fans. So if you're watching this video, guys, and I'm going to leave the link to this video on Twitter, please drop me a line at Stutzy83 if you want to be involved. I will present it. I will give you a voice. If you can voice your opinion, whether the opinion is agreeable or not, we want different kinds of opinions from different Burnley fans, and we want genuine Burnley fans only, not trolls, not idiotic Burnley fans that Chris Whiteman has been subjected to in the last 2 or 3 days. We want proper Burnley fans that do care passionately. Doesn't matter whether your comments are critical or you're sticking up for the football club. Drop me a line. You know the email address. You know the Twitter address at Stutzy83. If you already like my Facebook page, John Stutter, Sports Commentator, you can also drop me a line there if you're interested as well. And for those who, so there's more than one way to have a look, to get in touch with me, and that's basically it. So we are planning a few things. So I am putting appeals out. I want some Burnley fans to join me. It won't take place for at least another 2 or 3 weeks until we get things sorted. But that's what we're planning. So it's going to be like hopefully we're hoping we'll see how the first podcast goes, and if it goes well, we're going to make it a once every month event. So if you are interested, drop me a line either on here on YouTube, on Twitter, or on my Twitter address, which of course is at Stutzy83. So please drop me a line at any of those two please. Or if you wanted to take part, let me know in the description below, in the comments below, and we'll try and facilitate that for you. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it's not been a great day for Burnley again. Mind you, when you look at it in reality, it could be worse. You could be an Arsenal fan. Good night.